Yo, top Billin, your boy Mid-Atlantic Murph, back with my guys up at the Ultra Game Store. You gotta make sure you're copping your gear up at the Ultra Game Store. I'll have a link in the description there. You can cop their stuff at their Amazon.com product store. It is off the chain. As you see here, man, they've been sending me some stuff to model. I'll definitely make sure that I'll be giving some of this stuff away. And they'll be doing the giveaway as well. So you got to make your presence known in the comment section, and they will hit you up. Hey, be the best man or one man win there. I love their gear, man. You cooked your boy up, man, to show off a lot of stuff right here. What's this joint right here? Got the Ravens joint popping for the folks up on the channel that are Ravens fans. I give that bad boy away. You know, this one right here be super popular for the folks out west in Seattle. Might cop that. This is the long sleeve joint too, right? So this will be very cool right there, man. Ain't got more, man, for my folks up with the Jets and all my people out, New York Giants and everything, baby. The whole Mid-Atlantic. You know I got to spread the love. But you can spread the love too. Hit up that Ultra Game Store. Send somebody a gift or anything of the sort. It is going to be off the chain. Link in the description. Ultra Game Store, all right?
What more can I say?
Top Billin. All right, top Billin. We're going to give the QB talk a rest for a little bit, right? For a day or so. For my man Eat at Gino up there making all the haters look crazy out there. But listen, I wanted to talk about the running back situation for the Seattle Seahawks there. Seattle traditionally has been a really good place for running backs. Your man, Granddaddy Pete Carroll, is the godfather as far as establishing the line of scrimmage on offense and really relying on running backs. And you can see how good the team is when they're able to rush the ball. But you can also see how good the team is when Geno Smith is there and they can't rush the ball. But we'll get on that another time, right? So I wanted to talk about my man Rashad Penny, who was as good as I said he was. People were getting on me, talking about he ain't that good. He was a flash in the pan and all this. And I'm calling him Darren McFadden, and the man runs just like Darren McFadden. But obviously, hey, the best ability is availability, and my man is just never available, right? Listen, look at the start that he was on. 6.1 average, just like the previous season there. 57 attempts. He already had 346 yards, a couple of touchdowns. What are we doing here, man? Come on. Look at this. This dude is incredible. But look at the games played, right? Can't do it. I hate to say it, right? I like Rashad Penny a lot. I'd love for him to come here to the Mid-Atlantic, right, and give it a shot. But if you're the Seattle Seahawks, you can't rely on Rashad Penny. Somebody said give him a one-year prove-it deal. I need to know what you guys think about that because I could have sworn this is actually his one-year prove-it deal, and he played 5 games. If you play 5 games on your one-year prove-it deal, then I think you might want to cut bait. So I wanted to talk about some of the kids in the draft. This draft is special because this is the 2020 class as far as high school goes, and that was loaded with a lot of premier franchise running backs. So you should be able to get a running back in the 3rd, 4th round that will perform like anybody you would draft in the 1st round. And listen to me right here. This is what I want to tell you guys. Me personally, I would never, ever draft a running back in the 1st round. I don't give a damn. There was some kooky dude up here talking about, oh, well, Bill Belichick said you would never draft Jim Brown, or you would draft Jim Brown over everybody. Like, bro, this is 2022. I hate to break it to you. There won't be any running back that will be that valuable to a team possibly ever again. With the advent of spread offenses, relying on the pass and all this and that, you can find backs who are as good as anyone. It's about the value of it, right? It's not about the back itself. All of the good backs in this particular league right now, I would at least say 90% of them are 2nd round and beyond running backs. Think about Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb. As soon as I start, Jonathan Taylor, I was about to say, as soon as I started naming off some people, I was going to start forgetting names right there. But just to name a few there, in the 3rd round or so, I would look at a guy like Kenny McIntosh if he's still available. I might even look at him in the 2nd round. I think he's that good, and he fits what Seattle does. He reminds me of a Kenneth Walker. He's a guy who has severe agility, but he likes to hunt people up as well, right? He could be a guy who's trying to run somebody over, and you get scared of that, and then he's just going to juke you out of your shoes. He could be a receiver if he wanted to, and he's at that mark that I like for Seattle. You have to be 210 pounds or above. He's listed at 210. He was listed at something a little bigger than that before. Pause. I want to say that the combine, it depends, man. He might weigh 212, 215, very much in the mode of actually, no, he's 6'1" though. So he's got a bigger frame to carry even more weight, but he's so agile and explosive. As a matter of fact, let me grab a couple of clips. You know I cover him on a weekly basis, just covering the University of Georgia here anyway. When all else fails, BYON. Bring your own nuts. Sometimes it's about being more physical than the guy in front of you. Georgia did that in the second half. You get plays like this from your man Kenny McIntosh. You got zone flow across the board, kind of an influence block here. You get the edge players who were getting upfield really well. Why not influence them? You get that cut back right there off the outside hip of the guard. You get Warren McClendon here, Steady Eddie himself, to kind of turn and fanned out. You get that, and you go one-on-one with the great one, and then what happens? This. Spataya! Oh, my God. Splatter whacked that man, taxidermied him, and that shit was bad. You can see right there. Jesus is trying to tussle with that man's soul. He's like, listen, I did not call him yet. I did not want him to come up here with me yet. You stay down in there with him, soul. Splataya. Now listen, this is your jukebox guy. This is the guy who can make you miss. This is how you know you had the BYON. When your guy who makes you miss is this guy. Taya. Look at that. His soul was instantly gone too, right? He was done. Absolutely done in taxidermy. Let's look at it from this angle right here. You can see the ramifications here. But look at that influence, right? Getting him up there, bend that back off of him. Like you let him influence himself out of the play. You navigate that one-on-one with the field safety, and low man wins. Taya! Look at that. Cherries, lemons, bananas, all kinds of shit was going on. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today for these cherries, lemons, and bananas in this man's eyes. Look at it's gone. Now that's some physicality. That's how you fire up your team. From then on there, I knew it was straight up on. And you know what happens after a man loses about 62% of his soul? You run that same play, and he's in the same predicament again, and this time he makes life choices. Like, check this out. Jakob. The hell was that? Come on, man. He know they don't practice that drill like that. That's that feel and spill drill. He know damn well he ain't supposed to be doing all that. You can see him approaching right here. You got Kenny McIntosh getting downhill. Now, obviously, he's still a jukebox type guy. He can make you miss as well. This time, I'm not sure exactly what he does. Looks like he wanted to get the funk popping again, and my man just kind of slides out the way and then kind of helicopters himself up out of there, right? Whirling dervish. And look out. How he end up getting a reverse first down? Look at that. First down. He lands on the other side of the imaginary line right there. He got a defensive first down because he ain't want no more of that funk from Kenny McIntosh right there. Kenny Mac made that man apprehensive the way he had to go to flight school and make different choices in life. He's like, you know what? I'm going to invent defensive first downs, and I just did it right there. So come on, man. That's what I'm saying. BYON, bring your own nuts. I'm be honest here. I don't know whose else nuts you would bring anyway. I was always a little weary of that comment when my coach would say it. But hey, it lives on. Check this out. Split zone here. You got Darnell Washington, right? Leave Darnell alone. No, he probably was like, leave Darnell alone. Beta male up here. Listen, you got Granddaddy Washington, my man Darnell Granddaddy Washington right here, splackatowing cats on this split zone play here. You can conversely see the lack of gap discipline with Kentucky here. Look at him. Work front side. McIntosh approaches and gets upfield with it. Come on, man. Can't let another man be in your gap. See that right there? Zone flow across the board. You got Granddaddy, watch out there now, boy. Splatkataya. When your granddaddy hits you, then your hamstring roll up into your ass and roll up into your lower back, up to your upper back, damn near to your traps. You know your shit is done. But look at him. Approach right here, and there's nobody really anchoring down on the edge here. You can see Jones out here, Brad Jones. Got Brad Jones angling off here, so you just gave up the edge. Then my man right here, he's slow to play the gap here. He's not going to be able to get there. You get that burst of speed and that quickness, and, of course, McIntosh, he knows how to get north-south. He knows how to freak it. He's just got a complete run style. Real breath of fresh air there, man. Not one of these cats that came in as a 5-star. So you're not going to have everybody rallying behind a cat like that, like they would some of these 5-stars. This encapsulates a lot of shit right here. I talk every week as well about Brock Bowers is blocking, and I call him Block Bowers because I know since he's such a great receiver, people are going to question his ability to block, and he should have zero questions in that manner. I want you to watch him on this one right here. You're going to have this counter OH scheme. So they're going to be pulling Willock here. This was an interesting personnel. I'm not sure how this came about. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to tell me, because if I don't know 1,000%, despite the fact that I cover 5/16, if I don't know 1,000% of every single thing, people going to let me know about it there. But Willock and Xavier Truss, Isaiah Truss, Oliver, I don't know what his damn name is. Well, Truss, your man Truss is out there with Willock there at both guard spots. It's got to be two big ass guards. That's a different scheme right there for me there. But you got him on the pull here. You're pulling around Block Bowers here doing his thing as well. And you can see the patience by McIntosh on this approach. But you got this cat right here. He takes a bad one. A complete bad one here trying to get in there. All right, check this out. It's a big run here, but I want you to watch Block Bowers. Him right here and bing. Oh, shit. What was my man doing? Right. That's when you want to get involved and you think at the last moment, you're like, you know what? Why the hell am I running like this? I don't want no parts of this action. And Bowers ain't playing. My man tries to go low, and look at that. Collapses his spinal column. Another colostomy bag moment in his prison loving. Listen, when you a nickel defender and you got to be taking some weird ass missionary style block going on right there, you know you got to rethink your life right there. He's reconfiguring his entire life in that one moment there. But look at McIntosh. A tackle there, north-south, Kenny McIntosh, explosive gainer. I remember this is just supposed to have been a quick after game John here. You guys caught me. It's like you guys have mind control over me or something like that. I was actually supposed to be in Piscataway today, trying to watch them Nittany Lions play Rutgers, but something nixed it at the last moment. So I was here checking this bad boy out, and I was impressed with the physicality of this game. One of those cold weather road games late in the season, where as a college kid, you're probably looking ahead and you're playing the guys with a roughneck type style, and you match their style and outdid them with their own style. So I can dig that right here. You can even see that in this particular play. You got one of these counter OT plays. So you got Willock again. He's on a pull out here. You're bringing McClendon as well. And I want you to watch the patience that you actually is like this right here with that counter motion. The patience that you see McIntosh work with here and kind of slow play the safety and force him into a moment in a gap the way he can explode out of it there. So that's really good run effort. Check this out. Look at him approach it, patience, and then explode up out of it, get north-south. Love it. See the counter motion here, the counter step. Willock in man on the line of scrimmage. Then, of course, you got that pull through there by McClendon. But look, he originally wants to go in between both of those guys there. There's nothing to it right there. He has to wait for something to develop. And look at him stay parallel to the line of scrimmage, almost like Le'Veon Bell here. And you can see the third layer approach by the safety there. They're almost eyeing each other off. He wheels him in there and then explodes out the side and gets north-south there. He got McConkey out here. He probably could got a better gainer here. McConkey sticking his face in the fan and was like, you know what? I might not be doing that right about now. But McIntosh makes the most out of it. So, I don't know. Get it twisted now. He can also break the long gainer, as you see here on this inside zone play. Look at him stick that foot in the ground, and he gone. Absolutely gone. That man, they lucky they had a nice angle on him or whatever like that, but he's going to always make the first man miss anyway. But you see right here, wish I had a better angle of this right here. Obviously, that man understands how to navigate zone principles there. You see him stick that foot in the ground. Oh, get it up north-south, baby. Time to split the defenders there. Definitely somebody who Seattle should keep a nice watch on there. especially if we're talking about guys who can possibly slip past the second round. But, man, his ability to catch out of the backfield as well. Look at this dude right here, big bro in the frame. Look at my big bro out there doing his thing. Big shout-outs to Coach K, Kenyatta Watson, a.k.a. Big Bro. But, man, what? Now, don't get me wrong. I like Dallas and Homer, but I feel as though neither one of those guys can be a lead back if something happened to the lead back, Kenneth Walker, for an entire season. You know what I'm saying? God forbid anything like that. I think Kenny McIntosh can most definitely be that. No doubt about that. DJ Dallas, though, definitely a good third or fourth option there, and you need 3 to 4 backs. No doubt about that. Same thing with Travis Homer. But if you wanted to go beyond that, I think this dude right here could probably even represent perhaps even an upgrade to Kenneth Walker. Bijan Robinson is that dude. He's just extremely fast, big, physical, and everything like that. I wouldn't say an upgrade. He could definitely be a 1A, 1B, just like I believe Kenny McIntosh can be as well. But I believe Bijan Robinson definitely go a little higher than Kenny McIntosh. He's had a lot more exposure. Kenny McIntosh has been in a severe rotation. This was just the year for him to get a little bit more of a taste, and he still has 2 or 3 other running backs in his rotation at Georgia, so he'll never get the shine that Bijan Robinson got. But you see here, Bijan Robinson can go, man. 78-yard touchdown or 78-yard long run, 62-75, albeit in a soft Big 12 with soft defenses. But you still have to take into account his particular athleticism as well out there at Texas. And I will keep an eye on Zach Evans here. I don't know if he'll be in the draft, but if he was in the draft, he was the number one. He was the best running back I think I've seen. Him, yeah, he's got a different type of gear. And you can see right here, he hadn't gotten a lot of totes. Well, he's gotten a decent amount of totes, but you can see here his average. Same thing as him. He was in the Big 12 as well at TCU. But, man, he's in the SEC this year, and he's still averaging 6.6 yards on 136 totes in the SEC West. Zach Evans is a damn animal. I think he would probably go a little bit higher as well. So we shall see, man. We shall see. But Kenny McIntosh, Zach Evans, Bijan Robinson, Will Shipley if he's in the draft, Blake Corn from Michigan if he's in the draft. I could go on and on. This is a loaded running back draft like you wouldn't believe there. So it should be somebody there for Seattle to definitely get a 1B to Kenneth Walker and not have to worry about anything, and definitely have that 1-2 rotational punch like we've come to see from them in years as well. All right, let me know what you think about those guys. All right, Top Billin, it's your boy Mid-Atlantic Murph. Strike the band.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.